I'm going to demonstrate how to use Ctrl F when you are in a student piece of writing that is on Google Docs. And using Ctrl F will help you to determine focus correction areas, or FCAs, to work with your student to teach, practice, and support them in improving their writing. So here I have a third grade writing example, and I want to focus on, I've scanned through it quickly and I notice she uses the comma a lot. So I want to make sure that this student is using the comma correctly. Is she using it at the end of the sentence? Does she have capital letters where capital letters should or should not be? So to get started, I'm just going to hit Ctrl and F. And in my pop-up window here, I can type comma, and I'm going to add a space because there should be a space after the comma. And I can see there are 62 instances of her using the comma. And I can quickly scan and you can see they're highlighted. And right away, I get to the third one here and I can see, I know I spend a lot of time on the laptop, and she has capitalized these words incorrectly. They are not proper nouns or the beginning of a sentence. So I'm going to highlight. So now I've used the Ctrl F to scan to see what I need to teach. And I want to help the student practice this. So I'm going to highlight laptop. And if I go to format, I'm going to click strike through so I can cross it out. But I don't want to just cross it out. I want to add a comment. I'm going to click right here where I want to add my comment. I'm going to insert a comment and say, remember, capital letters are for proper nouns or at the beginning of the sentence. See my corrections. And I'm just going to click comment. And now I'm going to correct laptop. I want to make sure I turn off my strike through. I'm going to put in laptop. And but, I can also see that she has capitalized but incorrectly. So I'm going to go to strike through. And I'm going to click back up to turn it off. Didn't turn it off all the way. And put the but in there so it's corrected. And then I can also come back up here, and if I'd like, I can even add a highlight to focus that student. Click highlight, and I'll pick the color yellow to focus that student on where there is the correction. So that is how to use Ctrl F to quickly scan to see what you want to teach. Now to have the student practice, maybe I'm going to continue scanning and I see, she used car, that's capitalized. I'm going to highlight a couple of instances where I am then going to ask her to correct her punctuation. And you can see this one, another capital right before at. So I'm going to add, see right here, add a comment. It's on the side. Please correct your capital letters when using a comma. And so that is the practice piece. So first, up here, I'm teaching her, remember, capital letters are for proper nouns or at the beginning of the sentence, not to be used with commas. And this one, please correct your capital letters when using a comma. And then I can even keep scanning, and I can see if I can find any more instances of where she is using the comma with a capital incorrectly. And I can insert a comment, and say to her, I see 2 more instances where a comma and capital is being used incorrectly. Please find, correct, and add your own comment stating the rule you should follow when using a comma. And this is my support piece for the students. So again, up here I've taught by demonstrating quickly with a Control F. I scan for errors. I teach the rule. I give them some practice where I highlight instances where they made the same error and ask them to correct it. And then I can come down here and give them support where I tell them I see the two instances, but I want them to find it and correct it on their own. So that is how to use the Control F and the comment feature to support your students in improving their writing.